Hello mates, welcome back to my channel. Today I have recreated Lesion goo from Rainbow Six Siege in Minecraft. Yes, that's what I have recreated today. I have recreated Lesion goo from Rainbow Six Siege in Minecraft, and it took me about 2 hours. Yes, 2 hours for Lesion goo from Rainbow Six Siege in Minecraft. And let's see how I do it. So the first thing I gotta do is of course doing the outline. The outline is pretty simple. First thing I gotta do is make a circle. So what I do first is make an oval, then fix it to make a circle. That is what I usually do when I'm making a circle, like an oval or a, a square, and fix it to make a circle. That's what I usually do. Do take a lot of time, but that's what I do. And that looks pretty good. First off, it looks pretty good. When I was looking at it, I didn't really think it looked like an oval or square. For me, I thought it looked like a circle. Kinda didn't look like a circle sometimes, but when I convinced myself it looked like a circle, it looked like a circle. But I will say that when I make the walls of the goo, of Lesion Gadget, the goo, right? When I make the walls of it, it kinda does look like an oval or a square. Right there it looks pretty good, but when I start making the walls, for me it kinda does look like an oval or square, not really looking like an actual circle. That's a bit of a problem when I notice it. And yeah, that's the problem. But I still like how Legion Gadget turned out. It looks pretty good. Right now I'm making the actual wall, and the wall is a bit different. Yes, the wall is a little bit slanted. There's a little bit of a slanted wall, and I have to make sure it is slanted. On Legion Gadget, it is a bit slanted, so I want to make sure it's a little bit slanted. So that's what I did. I have 3 walls of for the gadget. I have 3 walls at different levels and indent on each level. So the first level of the wall, right, and then I would do the second one indented, go up, the third one indented, go up, to make it look like it is slanting, right? It is slanting, having the wall of it slant. Just give it the illusion that it is slanting. So yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I like it, and the height of it looks pretty good too. But the problem was the shape of it. The shape of it, the more when I indent into the actual build, there was a bit of a problem, and that problem is that it's starting to more look like a oval than a circle. That's a big problem. It's looking more of a oval than a circle or square each time when I indent it, and I notice it, but there's not much to do. There's something that I do want to fix in the next build. When I indented, I just didn't notice when I indented that would be a problem. That was a problem when I indent my builds. It would make the circle not much of a circle unless I fixed it. This one, it's pretty hard to fix. It's pretty hard to fix. I still say that it was pretty good, right? I will still say that it looks pretty good. I really like how the gadget look at the end of it, and looks pretty good, but that's just one thing I noticed. They just kind of look like an oval at the end. When the build is finished, just kind of look like an oval, but still pretty good. And right now just making the walls, this took me a long time to do. I didn't really notice it. I was doing this, I didn't really focus on how long it was. I usually keep myself busy by just building. That's usually how I keep myself busy, and I really think about the time or how long it's taking. I really just focus on the build, and time flies. And time do fly. It took me about 2 hours to make it. 2 hours, that's pretty long. I didn't think it took me 2 hours. When I first looked at it, I thought easy about 1 hour, end up about 2 hours. And I was really surprised by that. And this is the gadget, this is the goo gadget when it's open. This is the open one. There is another one. It's not another one, but there is the Lesion gadget when it's closed with the top. The top is closed, right? But this one is when the top is open. And there is the Lesion gadget when it's just open, but there is another one when it's closed. There is another one when it's invisible, but not anymore. Not anymore. So now you'll be able to see the Lesion gadget. It's no longer invisible. And I will say that if you want the Lesion gadget but invisible, comment down below. Yes, if you do want it, like the video and comment down below, and I will do the Lesion gadget invisible. I was actually going to do it invisible, but it's no longer invisible. So now I don't need to do it invisible. So yeah, but if you do want it invisible, I will be able to do it invisible. Just the same thing, but what I will gonna do is I will just change the blocks to just glass, and that's it. Just change everything else, just glass, and that's pretty much it. That's invisible. Just put glass, but it's no longer invisible. But if you still want it invisible, comment down below and like the video. If you want it closed with the top, I could do that too. But this one is just open. And this looks pretty good. I'm really happy about this. This looks really nice, pretty good. And I'm really happy about this, yeah. It took me a long time though. And I did do a lot of changing. I changed the top of it. I made the top a bit more different because the top is the top of it is not the same as the slant, and I want to make sure it's not the same thing as the slant. So what I did is I indented again, but put 2 blocks indent, and to make it look like it is the for the top, right? Thing for the top of it. And now we're doing the legs of it. I think it's the legs of the gadget. Well, it's not a leg, but it is something to oh, it could be the leg. I'm gonna call it the leg. So the leg is pretty easy. The leg is not on the corner of the circle, it is on the side of the circle. And it's pretty good, pretty easy to do. Not on the corner of it, it's on the side, and it's pretty easy to do. But I did make a mistake. I noticed that one side of the gadget is a bit bigger on the other side, so I had to fix it, and this does take me a good amount of time. Not a lot of time. It's not a big mistake, it is a small one. That's pretty good. I thought it would be a big mistake. So I had to really change up half of the build, but I was able to change up a little bit. It didn't really take that much time. So I just continue making the legs. There's 4 of them on each side of it. You continue making it, and it's pretty simple. There we go. So after the legs, now to do the detail, and the detail is I'm gonna do it right now. But first off, I want to do the wall, right? So wall is slanted, right? The wall is slanted. So what I want to do is for the inside of the gadget, instead of having the wall slanted, I'm just having the wall not slanted and just going up and down. Not slanted, just having going up and down to make it a little bit more easier for me to do the details for the gadget. Just make it a little bit more easier. So instead of having the slanted wall, to make sure that any details I do to the gadget doesn't really interfere with the wall, I just make another wall, so I don't need to really worry about it and know where the wall is instead of having to make sure where's the wall. So making it a little bit easier for myself. And yeah, and the details is pretty easy to do, but I have to really make sure that I count. Yes, I want to make sure that I count and it is even, right? When I do the details, it is even with the details, right? The details is counted even and it is spaced evenly. And yeah, right now I'm starting to do it and I change the details a lot. I'm not sure what it is. I think it is. I'm not really sure what it is. I'm gonna say needles. That's what I'm gonna say. Like, I think it is. So the details for the gadget right now, I want to make sure that the needles are evenly spaced from each other, and there are 8 of them. 8 of them. Make sure they are evenly spaced. Yeah, and there's a lot of changing for the details of the gadget. There's a lot of change when I change it. Change a lot of it on the spacing and the actual shape of it. When I first did this, it looks like, well, actually, when I first did this, I actually did glass. I actually have the block glass, right, the glass block for the glass for the needle. But for me, I didn't do it with the glass because it doesn't look pretty good with it. I know needles have glass and then the actual thing inside of it, right? But the problem with this is that when I do it, it doesn't look right. You can see right there, it doesn't look that good. So I changed it and only just doing the concrete. No glass, just concrete. That's one thing I changed, so it doesn't look like the actual needle. It's a little bit smaller. So I changed it and also changed the shape of it. It looked like a squirrel. And you see the actual needle look like a squirrel. So that was a big problem. I didn't want it to be a squirrel, supposed to be a circle. So I changed it to make it look like a circle. But it didn't really fix it at all. It still looked like a squirrel because the actual concrete of the build, right? The concrete of it is still a squirrel, but with no corners. So it's a squirrel with no corners. It still kind of looks like a circle, but it's just a squirrel with no corners. But it still looks pretty good though. It does look pretty good, but I do want it to be an actual circle. But it's not, but it's okay still. It still looks pretty good. So yeah, so there's a lot of building still have to build the details. And one thing I did do is I did do a little bit detail from the for the gadget, a little bit detail for the gadget, not too much. The only detail I really did is at the bottom of the gadget. You can see right there. And actually added a little bit more blocks, so it looks a little bit more better, and it does look a little bit more better, and it looks pretty good. But right now I'm just making the just the detail, and it is the important detail. This is what make the goo. This is what make Lesion gadget. The goo gadget. This is what make it the needles. It's really important. So that's what I do right now. That's what I'm doing right now is the detail. And of course I want to make sure it does look like a needle, and I think it looks pretty good. Oh, I will say that the color of the needle, I put it um, light green or lime green. When I first started the build, I actually have green, right? But I changed it for lime green because I like the color, and it really looks good with the colors I had for the gadget already. It looks really nice with the lime green and the gray. Looks pretty good, so I kept it lime green. And there you go. That is it. Alright, make sure that you have it. That is Lesion Goo done. Yes, this is the Lesion gadget done from M6 Siege in Minecraft. It is done. And I really hope you like the video. If you do like the video, like the video. If you want to see more on my channel, subscribe to my channel. And if you want to see more of gadgets from Rainbow Six Siege, comment down below on which gadget you want to see next. Thank you for watching my channel. I will see you mates in the next time. Bye.